Hello, students. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to OnlineTyari. So, I hope you all are doing really safe and fine, and you're also studying at the same time as well. So, as you all know, you have UPSC exam, that's the IAS exam on October 4th. So, I hope you all are updated with all the revisions and current affairs as well. So, without wasting much of our time, let us begin our class today. The first question we have. Besides India and France, which is the third country to have participated in the first trilateral dialogue held virtually? You have four options. So concentrate. The right option is option D, Australia. Okay. The first India France Australia trilateral dialogue was held in Australia. That was on 9th September. So, Foreign Secretary of India Harshvardhan was also there, and there were also French Ministry, and there were Secretary General of French Ministry. There were Francis Adamson. There was Secretary of Australian Department. They all participated in the meeting. So, what is the significance of this dialogue? The main aim of the meeting was to strengthen the bilateral relations that the three nations share with each other. Okay. And the geostrategic and economic challenges and the cooperation in the Indo Pacific, mainly in the backdrop of the COVID 19 pandemic, were discussed. And the discussions were also held on the cooperation of marine global commons and potential areas of for practical cooperation at the trilateral and also the regional level with the help of regional organizations like IORA, ASEAN, and the Indian Ocean Commission. Clear, students? Moving to the second one. With regards to the report on YSR Sampoorna Poshana scheme, consider the following statements. So you have three statements here. Focus on the three statements, students. The first statement is, this scheme has been introduced by the Chief Minister of Telangana. Okay. So the second one, under this scheme, nutritious food will be supplied to the children and pregnant women. Okay. Focus on the exclamative words, students. The third one is, the scheme aims to extend it to 77 tribal areas. So which of them or which of the statements are correct? It is option C, only 2 and 3. I'll tell you why. Because this scheme has been introduced by the Chief Minister of not Telangana but Andhra Pradesh. Okay. And the second statement, so under this scheme, nutritious food will be supplied to the children and pregnant women. That is right. And the scheme will provide food to lactating mothers and pregnant women so as to fulfill their nutritional requirements. All children aged 6 to 72 months will be covered under this scheme. So it will also address underweight complications in the children. Okay. Coming to the third one, the third statement is also right because this scheme it aims to extend to 77 tribal areas or tribal mandals. Okay, clear? Moving to the next one. According to the recent Fitch Ratings, what is the GDP growth rate estimated for India in the financial year 21? It is option C, minus 10.5%. So, according to the recent Fitch Ratings, the GDP growth rate estimated for India in the financial year 21 has shown a contraction of 10.5%, more than the double of 5% contraction estimated in June. So, what is this reason behind this contraction? You will also have to think in this way, students. Okay, I'll tell you. The continued spread of this virus and the imposition of irregular shutdowns across the country has distributed economic activity. Okay, so I'll tell you other few highlights as well. So in its September update of Global Economic Outlook, Fitch said that the maximum recessions were in India, Spain, and UK. So India's economy contracted 23.9% in the June quarter for the current fiscal year. Okay, got it? Moving to the next question. So the fourth one. Recently, EAM S Jaishankar held bilateral meetings with which of the following countries? Okay, so you have four options. The right option is option A, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. So the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held bilateral meetings with the Central Asian countries, Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan. With Kyrgyzstan, what's happened is he met his Kyrgyz Republic counterpart on the sidelines of the meeting of Council of Foreign Ministers of SCO in Moscow. They discussed to further enhance strategic partnership in all aspects. So, what is it with Tajikistan? So, they had a meeting with Tajik foreign minister, and the external affairs minister was pleased to see that the growing bilateral and regional corporations and the high values this strategic partnership shares. Clear? Moving to the next one. According to the UNICEF report on child mortality rate, India has registered a dash annual rate of reduction in under 5 mortality between 1990 and 2019. It is option C, 4.5%. Okay, so I'll tell you the details about this. So, as per the mortality estimates released by the UNICEF, the World Health Organization, the World Bank Group, and the Population Division of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, the under 5 mortality rate, that's like deaths per thousand live births, in India has decreased to 34 in 2019 from 126 in 1990. Okay. The infant mortality rate has been decreased from 89 in 1990 to 28 in 2019. Clear, students? Moving to the next one. With which South African country India held its first joint commission meet? It is option B, Angola. Okay, what's the significance of this? These countries, they have decided to expand their trade relations, and they've discussed various sectors including food processing, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, health, digitalization, telecom, and defense. So Angola is a country on the west coast of the southern Africa, and it is the seventh largest country in Africa. Okay, clear, students? Moving to the next one. Recently in the news, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan package does not deal with which of the following? I think you all are clear with this. It is option B, provide electricity in villages. So this is the 1.7 lakh crore rupees package, relief package announced by the union government to reduce the sufferings caused by COVID-19 pandemic. So out of the given options, you know very clearly that it does not deal with providing electricity in the villages. So the beneficiaries under the scheme are healthcare workers, food grains to poor, MG and Rega workers, senior citizens, disabled and poor widows, Ujjwala beneficiaries, you have farmers, you have wage earners, and you have constructor workers. Okay, clear? So, why is this in news? Because the PM GKY package has provided cash benefits of rupees 68,820 crore to 420 million poor. Okay, clear? Moving to the next one. The recently inaugurated Patrika Gate is located in which city? It is option D, Jaipur. So it is located in Jaipur city of Rajasthan. Okay, so it has been constructed by the Rajasthan Patrika group of publications, and it derives its name from a newspaper and media company, Rajasthan Patrika. So it is an iconic gate built as a monument subject to the mission Anupam of the Jaipur Development Authority. It is inspired by the traditional architecture and features like pavilions, poles, chhatris. Okay, and it has also been constructed by keeping in fact that Jaipur has recently been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Clear, students? Let me move to the ninth one. Scientist Govind Swarup passed away recently. He was known as the which of the following? So you have four options here. So he was actually known as the father of Indian radio astronomy. Okay, and he was also one of the pioneers of radio astronomy. So what is his major contributions? He was the founder director of a strong group in astrophysics, that is the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in Pune. And he was also the important scientist behind the concept, design, and installation of the Uti radio telescope. Okay. He conceived, directed, and the design and constructed the giant Metriwave radio telescope near Pune. Clear, students? Let me move to the final question. Recently in the news, which of the following forces disrupted the illegal software racket called Real Mango? It is option C, Railway Protection Force. So it is used for concerning confirmed railway reservations and the RPF, that is the Railway Protection Force. They have also made around 50 arrests in Assam, Bihar, Gujarat, and West Bengal. So what is this Real Mango software? So this is an illegal software developed for booking Tatkal tickets over the IRCTC website. It makes the complete process of the Indian rail ticket booking at a fly speed. So there are also something related to illegal Bitcoin payment. So the payments are done in Bitcoins as the government cannot stop the transaction, nor can they trace the two ends of the transaction. That is like who has sent the money to whom, right? So what is this Bitcoin now? Bitcoin, it is a cryptocurrency that was invented in 2008 by an unknown person or a group or any group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Clear? So, students, these are the 10 questions for today. So, I hope you all are clear with all the 10 questions we have discussed until now. Tomorrow, I'll be coming up with another set of MCQs for you. Until then, stay tuned to Online Tayari. Thank you.